I think we were.
Hello, stop it, Duke. We are so sorry we are late. We had to reboot a computer, and is there anything more frustrating than waiting for a computer to reboot? The more you're in a hurry, the longer it takes. It took a good 10 minutes to do its thing. Anyway, we are here now, and we want to welcome you. I am Robin, and over here behind the computer is Mr. Bill. And we are Raincross Farms Makery, and this is Duke, and he likes to get in on the action. And so that's what he's doing. Let me see if I can pull this up on my phone so I can see some comments. So pop on, say hello. Good morning, Dawn. Good morning, Jackie. Good morning, Liana. Hello, hello. If you're new, let us know where you're watching from.
Yeah,
welcome, John and Clarice, and 3 other people are watching us. So welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Well, we need to get right into this project, so I am going to pass off the Duke Meister.
Come on, buddy boy.
He's going to change laps. Today's project, I thought, it is Thanksgiving Eve. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. I hope your turkey is defrosted and ready to go in the oven tomorrow for those of you that are celebrating tomorrow. So I thought of a project that isn't necessarily holiday themed, but could be used year round, but would be very appropriate for the holidays. So I was at a thrift store, which I love to do, and I wander around and I wait for things to speak to me. And I got this cabinet drawer front for I think it was $3 minus my senior discount. I'm kind of dark.
Yeah, again, we were waiting for everything, okay. So I didn't get anything adjusted.
So I'll just sit here in the dark until the computer decides to play nice. Anyway, so I got this drawer front, really cheap, and it spoke to me, and now I know why. So what I did is I prepped it, and I painted the outside little panel just with black chalk paint, and then I covered it over with some acrylic clear sealer because I kind of wanted it a little glossy for the project we're going to do. And I was thinking people are getting together with family, friends, making memories this this holiday season, Thanksgiving and Christmas. I think our cat is going to join.
She's making the appearance today.
This is Pippa. She doesn't generally get in, but
you've
today,
got a box on your table
yes,
there.
It's
So
a cat trap.
But
Kitty, you're darling, you're adorable, but you're gonna have to move. So
okay, are you brighter now?
I'm bright. I'm way bright. I don't want to blind people. Good morning, everybody. I'm trying to catch up on some comments. Anyway, I thought people will be making memories. They will be having special moments, and there will be lots of photographs taken, right? Is that kind of how your thing goes? Everybody has a phone, everybody's taking pictures. So I thought we would create a photo board using this drawer front. So that's what we're going to do. So I've pre-painted this board, and then I cut this is just foam core board, and I cut it to fit right inside that open space. And then we're going to cover it, and this is going to be where we actually attach our photos with thumbtacks or pins or whatever. Okay, so I actually cut 2 of these because I wanted it to be kind of thick. So I'm going to attach these, but I'm not going to do anything with hot glue or anything. I'm just going to take some regular school glue, and I'm just going to put a little bit. It's not going to take a lot of wear and tear. I just kind of don't want them to separate. So I'm going to glue that down. Push it down. That's it. And then we are going to cover it with some canvas. So you can buy canvas at your fabric store, but my cheat, good morning to Lulabelle. Good morning, Alana. Good morning, Ken. Catching up. Good morning, Fran, Dawn. Hello.
Glitching in and out.
Oh, if that's the worst, it's a wonder we haven't completely shut down the issues we've had this morning. Anyway, my cheat for canvas is don't buy it at the fabric store because you'll pay a whole bunch per yard. Go to your hardware store and get a paint cloth, a canvas paint cloth. You get yards and yards and yards and yards of canvas for maybe $15 for like 15, a whole lot of yards. Okay, I'm going to set this aside just for a moment. And so we are going to attach this.
Then Lou said she's getting beat up by her kitty right now.
Well, you saw our kitty.
Ooh, hi, Patricia from Scarborough, UK.
Awesome. Welcome. It's probably, well, it's I don't know if it's morning or middle of the night for you. Okay.
It would be evening for them.
Evening for them?
I think that's
Okay.
what Jackie said. Yep. Good early evening.
Good early evening. Tea time. Is it tea time for you? Okay, so I'm going to get rid of some of the excess here. I'm going to cut just a little bit of this off because we're going to flap it over and kind of wrap this.
It says cold Canada. Actually, we're not supposed to get above 38 here today.
We had snow yesterday. Flip that around in just a minute.
You know what? I'm going to give them an overview. See what you're doing there.
Okay. So I'm just cutting off some of the excess so it's not super bunchy. I'm not going straight up to that edge.
Jackie said it's 5 p.m. there.
I'm leaving, so it's a little bit past tea time, right?
Yeah. Now, are you giving this? You're giving this an angle cut here,
Yeah.
instead of a straight one.
Yeah,
And that's
it's
just
not-
what folds over neater. on
Yeah,
there,
it's
right?
not crucial. No one's gonna see it. I've left a little bit. I didn't go straight up to that corner.
Good morning, Monica from Pensacola,
And I'm
Florida.
just going to kind of wrap this and
Shawnee, take my breath away. It says
glue-
minus 25. there
Oh
right
my
now.
goodness. Where is she? Florida?
No,
No,
she's in Canada.
in Canada. Oh, okay.
Canada.
Can't say. We are looking for viewers from Hawaii and Alaska,
South Dakota.
South Dakota,
Nobody in
and
South Dakota
Washington,
does.
D.C.
Nobody in South Dakota does crafts, apparently.
Apparently not. They're too busy enjoying their beautiful state. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to put a little more down. And again, this is going to get glued down, so I not really too concerned what the back looks like.
Hey, Ken, thanks.
And
He sent us 50 stars.
awesome. Thank you so much for the stars. I'm going to kind of tuck in
Saskatchewan, Canada.
those corners. We do need to get a Canada map.
Yes,
So we
do.
can
That's
track
just
our
bad we haven't
Canadian-
done that.
We have several people from Canada, or Canada, as we Hicks like to say.
Do we like to say that?
Sometimes.
Sometimes we do.
Sometimes we do. Okay.
Dude,
So
what do you
flip
call
that
it?
over.
What do you call it, buddy?
He just says they're my friends.
Everybody's your friend.
Everybody's your friends.
So you're just doing a real quick
Just-
glue down.
Yeah, I am. And again, no, this is not
Thank
going to
you,
be.
Monica.
I just kind of tucked in that corner so there aren't any. So there aren't a lot of frayed edges, and I kind of put just a little dab of glue there.
You know, I was watching the metrics on this thing on the broadcast, so we had a hard time getting logged in today. I got a suspicion that our software was updating. I think that's what it was doing because it took a long time to log in. But I was just looking at our haptics, and you know what?
Haptics.
It is steady as a rock now for some reason.
Okay, so here is our board. This is what will be seen. Now, before I do this, I want to do one more thing to this board. I thought let's make this just a little
Are you gonna go
fancier.
extra?
I'm going to go extra. So this is what the finished will look like. We're going to add one more little doodad here.
But you know what? They can't see.
What I
Hey, watch out, dude.
What?
No, put it on there. It actually sticks out just a little bit right here.
Yeah, up a little bit.
And it actually makes a neat shadow line. Looks really sharp in there. Coming out just a little bit.
What we're going to do is we are going to add on, and I haven't decided if we're going to put it in this corner or in this corner. We're going to put on this transfer that says life is a collection of moments. I thought that is very appropriate for a photo display board. Okay, but I wanted to try something that I have envisioned that sounds really cool. So I made this kind of a glossy black finish. I'm going to kind of do a tone on tone. Oh, Patricia. Yes, he is a cute dog, but I'm so sorry, but yours. But 17 years, that's
A long time.
that's a good amount of time. I'm going to use this transfer. This is our
Buffalo plaid.
mini buffalo plaid, and I'm going to use it, and I'm going to chalk this on, and I'm going to do it in our black paste, but our black paste is matte, so when it dries. So I'm hoping there will be just enough contrast between this semi-gloss and the matte finish. So we shall see. Now I'm going to quickly, because this is painted wood, I'm going to use my surface wax, and I'm going to put a little bit of surface wax on this.
So while you're doing that, explain, where did you get this? What is this from?
This is from a thrift store. It is just a cabinet door that somebody must have remodeled
What,
or had an extra.
You're going through Salvation Army or something,
I did, exactly. You were
and
there.
there's just a door hanging
There
out.
was, it was just,
Hinges and everything.
it was, yeah, I got a couple others, not exactly like this, but they have all the hardware on them. They have the handles and they have the hinges. So I grabbed them because this kind of stuff. So I put a little bit of wax on, and then I'm going to buff most of it off. So kind of that wax on, wax off movie. Karate Kid, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good morning, Patty.
Good morning. Okay. Oh yeah, Cockapoo, 19 years old. Were you on last night, or is there another 19-year-old dog that we have encountered? I think you were on last night. Yeah, that's very blessed to have a fur baby for that long. Catch my breath. Okay, so I've got this prepped. I have it waxed because I don't want this sticky transfer to grab onto the paint and pull it up, although I painted it quite a while ago, so it should be good. But I'm also going to fuzz this. So these transfers, this is a well-loved transfer. You can see I've used it before, and I've cut parts of it down, and so now I'm going to fuzz it because it is very sticky. Not as much as when it was brand new. Okay, and actually that's not too sticky. So I'm actually not going to fuzz anymore because that, as they age, they kind of lose a little bit of their stickiness, which is fine. Okay, and I'm going to lay it on here. I'm going to try to get it somewhat centered. But Darla's not watching, so I don't have to get it completely centered. And laying that down and sticking it down. So I'm going to push out all the air bubbles. Now, the good thing about these transfers is these will tile. So I can stencil this down and then pick it up, move it down, and the patterns will match. So I can do a whole wall. I've seen people who have used it like wallpaper. And I've got a bubble right there that I don't want. If I have bubbles, that's a place for my paste to leak out and bleed. I don't want that. I don't want that. Okay, so I've pushed out the air bubbles. I'm going to take my Chalkology paste. This is chalk in paste form. And it is water soluble, non-toxic, semi-permanent. Okay, so I'm going to take a glob of that and I'm going to just drag it down.
Linda Lou says she needs that transfer when it goes on sale.
Oh, well, I'll have to keep an eye out for you. So I'm just taking my paste, dragging it across the screen, and I'm hoping and praying it has the effect that I have envisioned, that it will kind of be a tone-on-tone
Oh, it will. It'll look great.
combination of the glossy and the shiny, or the glossy and the matte. How's our time? Okay, we're good. Let's see. Oh, hi, Christy. You enjoying your vacation, Christy? She gets a week off. Well-deserved week off.
Do I get a week off?
You get all your weeks off.
Yay!
Okay, so pushing that down. Getting more paste when I need it.
For sneezies this morning.
Okay, and I'm not going all the way to the edge because I'm going to attach the transfer again. Okay.
Just so you guys know, I have been attempting to get a lot of our videos uploaded onto YouTube. We're trying to develop the YouTube page now. Link for it is in the pinned comments up top, but you can just search on YouTube for Braincross Farms Bakery and it should pop up.
Making a mess here. Okay, get all that paste off. Okay, and I'm going to peel it up. Ooh. Can you see that? Pretty.
Just enough detail.
You know what? There's a little
Very
spot
subtle.
here that I want to do a little bit more on. So if I pick it up slowly, I can lay it back down.
Christy says, yeah, she's enjoying her week off, but the children are forgetting to let her sleep in.
Oh, what's that all about? Okay, can you see? Does that? I don't know. It's
Let me see
kind
if I can do it.
Okay.
You want me to take that into the kitchen?
No, because I still need it for the bottom. Can you see how it? I've kind of got some matte and some gloss going on. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna lay this back down.
Go that way with it?
I don't know if it'll be off screen as I lay it down.
Probably, but
And
when we
I'm
get
going
it on
to,
screen.
let's see, I'm going to try to match this up. So, you know what, before I do that, I'm going to give this a quick dry. I don't want to mess up, what I just did. And there's some spots that look a little rustic. It's what we call when you kind of miss a spot, and that's okay because you kind of want that rustic vibe. At least I do. Kind of as if it kind of wore off. Okay, so I'm gonna lay this down. I'm gonna
Ken is sending us some more.
more.
Some more.
Okay.
Stars.
Is that?
Thank you, Ken.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of line that up. So
Well, it says very cool. Having trouble envisioning it until you saw it, but it looks really good.
I know you're thinking, what is she doing? So, and I'm gonna lay this down on the rest of this, and I'm not gonna clean that screen until I'm completely
I
done.
think what I'm going to do, as soon as you're done, I'll take it into the sink,
Okay.
because that's a big one.
Okay. Okay, so let's finish this up. And same thing.
So the
I'm
nice
just
thing
going to
is
continue on.
you were able to tile that. The thing you're going to have to pay attention to is, yeah, printing over an area you've already printed.
Mhm.
So you make sure you get it all. Chris, you want to know, she missed the beginning, what color was the frame? The frame was actually white, and
It's-
she painted the edge of it.
It is actually a cabinet door.
Yeah. And she
But
painted it with a
again-
gloss black, and now she is printing in a matte finish black.
Yeah, I'm using our paste, which will dry matte. So they're both black. It was originally white. This is the original color. But again, it was a cabinet door that I got at a thrift store for, I think, $3.
So the question was, what would white look like? You mean if you were to print the buffalo plaid in white?
It would look black and white. That would be
Yeah.
very striking.
Yeah, that really would.
Good.
This was meant to be very subtle, and then she's going to have the canvas over the top of the whole thing too, you know, as for the pictures. And so that's going to be a contrast that we already had. We talked about it last night, what color she should go. And I've always liked more subtle, not always, but I like subtle artistry like this matte on gloss. I use that a lot in printing. We call it spot varnish. I use it on screen printing when I'm doing shirts. I'll put the same color of ink on a shirt. It gives just a little different look.
Okay, so I'm going to peel this up, and I'm going to do it slowly because if I see any spots that I need to go back over, I can lay it back down. That's looking good.
So far, so good. You've done good, baby. So far, anyway.
Try not to.
Let's see how you mess it up now. It's good. All right, I'm going to get into the sink.
When you have these big transfers, they're kind of a beast to clean because they're so big. Often I'll just put them in the big ones. I'll just stick them in the bathtub and clean them in there because that gives me a lot of room and a lot of water, and I can clean them up or put them in the sink. The smaller ones I can just clean right here on a towel. Now, I don't have to clean it right away, but I would get the paste damp so it doesn't dry on the screen because it just takes that much longer to clean out once it's dried. You can get it out. Okay. Now, let me put that away. And I'm still going to use this, but I'm going to put the lid on. So I'm going to give this a little more of a dry. So this turned out very much like I envisioned, very subtle. I also played around with the idea of using our shimmer shadow, which is our black with a little silver glitter fleck. But I kind of thought I want the star of this to be the photos. So I just went with the subtle. But again, black and white would look beautiful. Any color. I even toyed around with the idea of using greens because I decorate a lot with green. But the black won out on this project. And it dries pretty quick. And I did wax that surface so I didn't have any problems with it pulling up. And my transfer is well used, so it's not as sticky as it was when I first got it. So I hope you can see that. Pretty. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside for just a moment, and then I'm going to bring back all this stuff. I'm going to bring back this. Now, I have to decide, do I want it to go horizontally or do I want it to go vertically? It's going to be in your home. What are you thinking? Horizontal or vertical? Hello?
I was thinking earlier I'd like it horizontal.
Okay.
I just don't know where we're going to put it is the thing.
Okay, so we'll do horizontal. And if I can find the opening. Okay, so this is our Life is a Collection of Moments transfer. And I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to chalk it in black. So it will kind of match the frame. This I'm not going to fuzz because it's going onto a fabric. Here's Kitty. Here's Kitty.
Pippa, you are so thick
If
furred.
maybe she will show you her 5 toes. She has an extra toe. It's like she's not.
She's not interested.
She's
right
not
at the moment.
interested. Okay,
So
so
I'm go
I'm
find something to sit
going
on.
to put this down, and again, this is on canvas, which I cut off of a canvas drop cloth because it's much cheaper to purchase canvas as a drop cloth than it is from a fabric store. So got all the air bubbles out of here. Are you going to help? Are you going to help? Are you going to help?
She's going to get her fur in
You're
all
gonna,
of
you
it.
gonna get you can get your little paws.
Yeah, this is my life here. I'm telling you, it's
Okay, Pippa. I know you're trying to be friendly, but bye bye. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of need to move this out from the edges of the jar. Okay, so more paste. I don't need a lot, but I'm just gonna do the same thing. Okay, our transfers are reusable.
wow, Ken. I don't know what that means. but
10 to
thank
12
you.
times. Reusable 10 to 12 times. You can even get more use out of them if you take really good care of them by washing them quickly and completely.
Thank you, Alana. I know I am.
Okay.
She says such a cutie.
Okay.
She's
So-
talking about me.
There we go. Set that aside. I am messy Millie today. Sorry, whoever Millie I just offended. Hey, I lived with Round Robin, so messy
You also
Millie,
lived with Rockin' Robin.
Rockin' Robin, and yeah. So I
That
guess
was-
it could be worse. My name could be Karen. But don't be offended.
Don't start.
Nobody means anything by it. Okay, so I'm going to peel this off.
Oh, hold on. I gotta shift back.
Okay.
Shift back. Here we go. Oh, there we go.
Peeling it off.
I got sidetracked.
I just love that. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside. Okay, so you can see that. Isn't that so pretty? I'm going to let that dry for a second. I'm going to stick that over
You want me
there.
to hold this?
And I'm going to clean my transfer in front of you so you can see how it's done. If you are interested in any of the chalking supplies that we use today, you can type collection. Life is a collection of moments. You can type collection in the comments and my bot will send you a link to a cart link of all the supplies we used. The mini buffalo plaid transfer is in there. This transfer is in there. I believe I put the black paste in there. And so I'm just going to spray this with water.
Alana says she lived with Alana K. Nessie May.
Okay. So sprayed it with water, and I'm going to start with just a paper towel to get the bulk of that excess paste off. And this way I have less to clean up with my board eraser. Now our black paste is highly pigmented, so it's going to stain the fabric part of this transfer, but that won't affect its usability. I'm just getting that paste out of the screen. I'm going to use one of my board erasers, which is like a magic eraser, but there's no chemicals. We don't want to use chemicals on these. We just clean them with water. And I'm just basically wiping away that paste. And then I'm going to flip it over and get some more paste out of the back side of the screen. And I'm also cleaning up any of the fibers that I pulled up from sticking this down onto fabric. And once more. So as long as my screen is clean, as long as you can see through your screen, you don't have any paste stuck there, you are good to go. It doesn't matter that is stained. Again, that's because our pastes are so highly pigmented, which is a good thing, which makes them opaque and vibrant. Now I'm going to let this dry, air dry, and when it's done, I'm going to put the backer sheet back on, store it away till I'm ready to use it again. So that's cleanup. Now let's bring this back out, and I'm going to, because the fabric pulls in a lot of paste, it might take a little bit longer to dry than ordinarily.
But you use paste on this instead of the ink because you're not going to be washing that.
Yes, I could, if I wanted this permanent, I would use ink and then I'd heat set it, but this is not going to need to be washed. So I'm perfectly fine doing it with paste. I don't want to get it wet, so I'm not going to stick it outside where, it might get rained on. But that seems pretty dry to the touch. I'm going to bring back my cabinet, and which side are we going to hang it from? Will this be the top? Yes. What I'll end up doing is attaching some sawtooth hangers there. So we'll probably do that as the top. Okay. Here. And then I'm just going to glue that in like that. And I think, what did I do? I had another glue stick and it fell down. Sorry about that. Retrieve my glue stick. Okay. What, Pip? She is very needy today.
And she has been fed, and I've yanked her tail and everything.
Okay, and I'm just going to, I toyed around with the idea of using like Velcro strips so I could make it interchangeable. You could do that if you wanted to. I'm just going to, this is just what it's going to be. So I'm going to.
So just had a question. How are you going to attach the pictures and whatnot to it?
With thumbtacks.
Okay. So before you would glue it down, if you wanted to use that, you guys have seen the ribbon idea.
Oh, that's true.
Ribbon across it, and then that holds your pictures in. You'd want to put the ribbon on before you glued it.
If you didn't want to be able to use thumbtacks, I don't know if you have seen them. You can get them where they take thin ribbon and they make a crisscross back and forth like a lattice, and then you can just kind of tuck your pictures in there. You could do that. You would probably do that before you glued it down. But here we have this. Okay, show the overhead if you would. He's busy shopping. It's what he's doing. He's on Amazon.
Not shopping.
And it's probably not my Christmas gift.
I'm actually looking for a car.
You're buying a car?
No, ma'am.
Renting a car. Okay. So here you can take your photos, and I just printed off a couple. So here's Bill and I. Here's my boy. Look at my boys. Look at them. This is what happens when you leave them unattended in the garage, where Dad has changed the oil on the car, and we used to collect it. And they kind of had a little love fest. This was many, many, many years ago. So here's my favorite picture of me and my boys. They are now grown adults. Let's see. Here's Bill.
Where?
with catching his fish. I don't remember where this was.
Down at
Okay. Here's my Tiffy. She's my daughter-in-love. Okay. So I've got, oh, and here's my doggos. Okay. So I can just kind of arrange these however I want, and then I'm just going to use thumbtacks. I was looking for map tacks. They're little, they're like little thumbtacks, but they just have a little ball at the top. Now, if I don't want to poke through the picture, I can just poke next to it, and it kind of holds it in place. And here you go. You have your little photo wall. What do you think? Tell me if you like it.
Loving it.
Like it, love it. Change it
That
out.
is so cute.
Change it out as you go. So if you are new to our page, we would love it if you would give us some hearts and follow our page. We are still looking for 1,000 followers by New Year's Eve. I was kind of tracking that for a while, and then I get very frustrated because at one point I'd have 627 followers, and then the next time I'd look, there'd only be 625, and I would think, who unfollowed us? What did we do?
Monica says she loves it. Cheryl says she loves it. Patty says another great idea. Shauna says nice.
Okay, so please follow our page if you haven't already. We would very much appreciate that. And again, if you are interested in any of the chalk supplies, type collection. I believe there's a pinned comment there. Type collection in the comments, and my bot will send you. Here's another one of Bill. Here is him with his apples. He really liked his apples.
Apples.
That one up there. Okay, so are we just about out of time? So here is our finished product. Okay, again, a thrift store cabinet door for a couple of bucks. I have 2 layers of foam core board cut to fit the inside, wrapped it in canvas, and then I did a little decorative stencil on the outside of the frame and a little saying right there in the corner. And I like it. I hope you do.
You turn around and show it to the front.
Okay, so let's put it to the front, and here we go. So hopefully your Thanksgiving and your holiday season will be filled with lots of moments that you can collect. So take photos, hug on your loved ones. You never know when, you never know. So enjoy the moments, enjoy your holidays, and enjoy your turkey. And we will be on Thanksgiving in the evening. Save yourself a slice of pie. We will be coming on at about 6 p.m. Pacific time. So come and have a slice of pie with us. And I'm not sure what we're going to do, but we'll have a little craft or something, but we're going to pop on because we said 30 days of lives. So bye-bye, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.